Cincinnati.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
About the return.
Now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson's pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
Duke Johnson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 34.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
15-yard line.
Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 17, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To Johnson again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
J.J. Nelson now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games are really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On the play. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Kevin Huber in punt formation for the Bengals.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Houston set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. On the return comes Cobb. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. First down. They gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dancing to his left. He'll run it and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. The final shot before half for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Bengals, nothing.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
Eric Berry there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The tackle made at his own 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 87 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cincinnati set to take over once again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second and...
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Open man, the tight end fails. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rosa's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
Bengals, nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Bosher is set.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next
4
one.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go to Johnson again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
At the 22-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.